Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing just a little bit of a kind of chit chat, get ready with me. So I'm just going to get started. The first thing I'm going to be using is the Nivea Men Aftershave as my primer. And I just washed and kind of like picked up my face a bit, so that's why it's a little red, but won't matter. So next I'm going to be using this foundation. It is by CoverGirl and it's called the Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation, and I'm using the color 105, and this one is Classic Ivory, and it's still just a little bit too dark for me, so I'm going to mix just a little bit of the Hard Candy Glamoflauge foundation in Porcelain. This one is too light for me, but surprisingly it works really well at mixing lighter foundations. Or mixing to get lighter foundation. So I just put about a pump in there, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of a translucent setting powder. I'm going to mix that in with the foundation. So it's a little hard to see, but I'm going to mix this with my beauty blender all together. It's kind of a weird concept to mix a powder into a liquid, but it's something I've been trying lately and I've actually really liked it. So I'm just going to apply this like usual. I'm just going to start by just getting most of the product evenly distributed around my face. And now I'm gonna work on actually like making it look good. And one thing I really like about adding the translucent powder, for some reason it just seems to make the foundation have a little bit more coverage without it being too thick. It does kind of thicken the product just a little bit, but I really like this, and I think this is something that a lot of drag queens do, but I don't care, I like it. So next I'm going to be using my Glamoflauge concealer by Hard Candy. This one's in the color Light, and I'm going to just apply this under my eyes, and if I have any spots, my skin's actually not too bad at the moment. So I'm just going to apply this right under my eye, and I typically like to use my finger. I just find it's a little easier than a beauty blender because my finger's just much smaller. But then usually I'll kind of go back and pat it out. And I know a lot of people actually don't really like this concealer because it definitely tends to not completely dry or set up. So what I like to do is take a powder. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. And then I just take like a small brush like this one, and I just kind of pick up some of that product and I really focus it right under the eye. I see some people do these crazy like makeup techniques like baking, which I guess have at it if that floats your boat. I just think it tends to be a little too much for, I don't know, just like everyday makeup. And I have my windows open, so you can probably hear cars driving by and people and everything. It's a beautiful day, so sorry for all the outside noise. So first I'm using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Giant Bronzer in Bikini Contest. It looks like this. It's a little bit, it's slightly orangey, but it's not super crazy pigmented, so it's not a big deal. But I'm just gonna kind of bronze my face a bit with this. And I guess I could talk about what's been going on in my life lately. I recently just got an internship at a advertising agency, so I kind of started that new job, and it's been so far it's been pretty good. I really like the people there. It's a small company. It's really laid back and fun, and you know, not your typical office kind of experience. So I'm really enjoying that. It's just been taking up pretty much all my free time. Next I'm using the e.l.f. blush in Sweet Retreat. So yeah, like I've said, I've really been liking it there. It's just been taking up a lot of my free time. So between that and school work and just everyday life, it's been, it's just, you know, it's just been taking up time, and I don't have much time to do videos anymore, even though I really want to do them. Next I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I can never remember the name, in Opal. It's just the little miniature one, so I'm going to highlight with this. So yeah, so that's, like I said, been taking up a lot of time, but I've really been enjoying it, and I'm gonna be graduating this semester, so that's actually really exciting, but also really terrifying in a way. Hopefully, maybe the place that I'm working at, maybe they will hire me on after I graduate. That would be kind of ideal for me at this point, because I'm not really looking forward to moving right away or anything like that. So it's just kind of playing it by ear for now, but that would be my ideal goal. And even though it's not like my dream job, I guess, well, like doing what I'm doing, because it's graphic design stuff, it is my dream job because that's obviously what my degree will be in, and it's what I love. But obviously it's like working with local companies, creating ads and marketing campaigns, you know, stuff like that, which is fine for now. My dream job would be to work for like a really cool makeup company and like design their packaging and all their graphics, you know, stuff like that. I would absolutely love that, would be my dream job, but for now it's kind of a realistic job at where I'm at. So next I'm using the e.l.f. Mist and Set. And I really like this. Ugh, it feels so nice now that like the weather is really warm. I swear we have not had a winter at all this season. It's been like an extended fall with some cool days, some cool fronts. It's kind of like what it feels like, but today is absolutely beautiful. It's like 80 degrees and it's breezy and it's February. It's insane. And I'm used to living, you know, where I live, it gets really cold typically in the winter, you know. I mean, I say really cold, but you know, cold's relative, but you know, it'll get like 20 degrees. So it's just amazing at how winter has basically just like passed us by. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for my face. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I'll figure something out. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply that to my eyelids. And I kind of thought about what I wanted to do for my makeup, and I think I'm going to kind of go a little boring, kind of like an everyday kind of look for me. Mainly because tonight, my company or my job or, you know, whatever, they are hosting this event, and it's like a 80s prom theme. And I don't know if I'm gonna have time to change my makeup before then, and I'm not even positive if I'm gonna go yet or not, so I'm just gonna do really basic stuff. And I don't really want to do like crazy like 80s makeup or anything, so I'm gonna use this palette that I actually bought a few months ago, and believe it or not, I have not used yet. This is from Sephora. This is the Wonderful Dreams palette. It's just one of their little holiday palettes that they had that was like $10 or something. But I'm just going to use this. It's really basic colors, just a few like shimmery, silvery taupes, and then a couple matte browns. So it's really nothing that spectacular, but that's what I'll be using today. So first I'm going to just take this color right here, and it is called Soft Cookie. It's just like a kind of like a nude color or a cream. It's just like a matte cream color, and I'm just gonna kind of put this over my whole eyelid, because I find that if I do that first, it kind of helps all the other shadows kind of blend better when there's like a layer of powder. So I'm just gonna put that all over the eyelid. So the next color I'm gonna use is this one right here. This one is called Marron Glacé, and I'm just gonna take a little fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply this to my crease. I'm not going to be super like careful with it, and I'm just going to go back and forth and kind of build up the color a bit. Now I'm going to use this darker brown. This one is called Hot Cocoa, and same thing, but I'm just going to kind of focus this a little bit more on the outer corner and carefully blend that in. This one's a little bit darker and a little more pigmented than the first color, so Survivor came back for their spring season. I'm filming this on the 20th. This is Saturday, just in case anyone cares. But yeah, so Survivor came back on Wednesday. I might have talked about this already in my 2015 favorites or my January favorites, but I am like a newly super fan of Survivor. I talked about it in my other video before. So I'm taking more of the soft cookie color, and I'm just going to apply this to the lower lash line. But I'm so excited Survivor is back. I'm looking forward to, I always like the seasons where they have new people, because last season was the second chance, so they had returning players, which is always fun. But I really like the ones with new people, because I get bored of the same people, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like you already know everyone's game, so it's like you can kind of predict some things. Next, I'm taking this color here. This one is called Toasted Almond, and it's just a basic like silvery taupe kind of shimmer color. So yeah, I like the ones with new people, and I don't know who it was, but I heard that this season is actually, it's the 32nd season to air, but it's actually the 31st season to film, and I thought that was really interesting. So basically all these people have like played this, and it's been probably like, what, a year and a half or so, and they're still like waiting to find out who obviously wins. I guess they'll figure, you know, they obviously figure out who wins in May when they do the live finale. So I just thought that was interesting, and I understand why they made the choice to air that one second, because obviously with the 31st season it was letting America pick the people, and you know, they wanted it to be relevant and stuff like that. But I don't know, I'm so bad at like trying to talk and do my makeup at the same time. But anyway, I really am looking forward to this season of Survivor. Although I must say the theme in this one is Beauty Brains Brawn, which they did before, probably like 4 or 5 seasons ago. And that season really, to me, just sucked. I didn't like that season very much. It made sense to have like the brawn and the brains, you know, like that made sense, but it's like the beauty part really didn't make a whole lot of sense, because they would try to do challenges that were like, obviously this one was more based for the brains, or this one was more of a brawn, or you know, or a mix of that, but there wasn't really ever a challenge that was like, okay, and now we're gonna have a beauty pageant, you know. So the whole beauty aspect of it really didn't make too much sense to me. It seemed weird. It just seemed weird that that would be a format that they would do again, because I just honestly didn't really think it worked out that great the first time. And anyone who does not watch or does not care or does not like Survivor, I apologize, this is probably not the video for you, because it's kind of the only topic I have to talk about right now. It's just kind of like what's on my mind. The other thing that really kind of, I'm gonna make a prediction, I could be wrong, but it just kind of seems odd. So like I said, they have the Beauty, the Brawn, the Brain tribe. And it seems to me like on each tribe, there's one person that just doesn't fit their tribe. Like obviously in the Beauty tribe, there's the old Asian man Ty, and he even said, he's like, what am I doing on the Beauty tribe? And I just thought it was really funny, because he's like this old bald guy, and he's so cute, but it's just real, it's like, it was just a kind of a weird thing. So there was that one. Then there was also someone on the Brawn tribe. It was the blonde girl Alicia, and she was just not very athletic or anything, you know. Didn't really make sense for her to be on the what's it called, the Brawn, you know, tribe. So, and then there was someone else on the Brain tribe that I felt didn't fit, but I can't remember who it was at the moment. But I almost feel like this is a setup for another episode. Like maybe they're gonna do a tribe swap of those 3 people who don't fit in with their tribe and fit them into the tribe that they do fit. Like I feel like Ty could go in the Brain tribe maybe. I'm not sure. This is all just my Survivor speculation. But I just thought that was a very interesting choice at how they picked the players and picked the, you know, the teams and everything. So that's my little Survivor conspiracy theory that they're going to like do a tribe swap of those, the kind of odd man out, and then they're kind of like a, I don't know, like an agent because they've gotten to know the other tribe and they can like share that information with the new tribe or something, so who knows. So next I'm going to use my favorite liquid eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Line Stiletto, and I'm going to try to keep talking while I do my liquid eyeliner, but this could be dangerous. So one thing about last season of Survivor that really kind of I loved but also didn't like at the same time. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do this and talk, so let me finish my liquid eyeliner and I'll be back. Okay, kind of like fucked up my liquid eyeliner, but don't care, don't care. So this side is like super like Amy Winehouse thick, but we're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so back to what I was saying about last season of Survivor. So the thing that I really, really liked that they did differently was how they handled the idol situation of like hiding it in essentially like mid-challenge, you know. So you would find the clues somewhere in camp and it would say at the next, you know, immunity challenge or reward challenge, you would, you know, have to make a really bold move to try to get the idol in front of your whole team without them seeing and stuff like that. So I thought that was a really, really fun, new, exciting way to handle the whole idol things. However, I just felt like last season, of course, like near the end, it did turn out to be a little bit more useful, but I felt like so like long through the game that it was just not being used, and it just felt like no one cared anymore about the idols, and it was like no one was like looking for them, no one was questioning whether there were idols or not, you know. So I really liked the way they did that. It just felt like the idols weren't as important last season. They did have a lot, or a couple near the end, like tense moments with the idols that was really awesome, and I don't want to give away anything in case anyone hasn't seen it or wants to watch it, so I'll just leave that be. And so I hope idols are a little bit more important this season, just because I love the whole idol aspect. I remember when I was watching before they like had the idols and everything, it was like, it almost, I felt like Survivor had kind of started to like lose its steam whenever, you know, previously when they didn't have the idols, and then when they introduced that, it almost created like a whole new game in a very like subtle way, but very impactful. And I just remember when, you know, like idols were huge factors in past seasons, and even like immunity necklaces. Like my favorite season ever of Survivor was Micronesia. That one was such an amazing season. I know some people didn't like it. I loved that one. I loved who won. I just loved everything about it. And if you're familiar with that season, there was a really crazy, what's the word? Alliance that happened near the end that pulled off an incredible play based on someone else's like naivety, which was, or naivete, is that the word? Naivete? It was just an amazing season, and I really want to have more of those moments. So next for my eyebrows, I'm just using this little like $1 thing I got from the Dollar Tree. It says it's by Physicians Formula and it's called the Brow Definer. It's a little bit too warm for my eyebrows, but if I use it sparingly, I can make it work. So the last product I'm going to use is my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the color Requiem. I just kind of feel like doing my usual makeup, so I'm going to use this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was pretty standard for my makeup and stuff. It's something I do kind of quite often. It's kind of like my go-to look is a shimmery taupe kind of color, but it's just kind of what I felt like doing today, and it was more of just wanting to like talk to you guys because I know my videos have been very few and far between lately, so I'm gonna try to get better at posting more often, hopefully finding more time to do videos and stuff like that. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions or things you want to see. I think that's one of the things that I struggle with most is just trying to figure out what you guys want to see. Do you want to see more makeup? Do you want to see more DIYs? Do you want to see more just kind of me talking or anything like that? So just let me know what you guys are interested in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.